Lamentations in Anambra State as herdsmen take over farmlands. Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, you will see how bitterly Anambra people are lamenting over the takeover of their farmlands by the herdsmen. Please subscribe to this channel for more news updates like this. Thank you and stay tuned. There is hardly any community in Anambra that is not complaining about the negative activities of the herdsmen. Although most Anambra communities were used to herdsmen who grazed their cows essentially in places that were not cultivated, the resurgences of herdsmen began when the federal government mooted the idea of establishing Fulani colonies in the heart of Igbo villages. Most communities objected to it because of the peculiar nature of the Fulani, who they argued, once they are given a place to settle, would try to dominate the area and chase the original dwellers out. Following the refusal of most communities to willingly donate their lands to the establishment of Fulani settlement, the herdsmen adopted another method, which was to forcefully enter the farmland. From Awka to Ihiala, from Orumba to Anambra East and West, the story of the Fulani herdsmen is the same. Stories abound that, apart from destroying farmlands, the herdsmen have been accused of raping women and sometimes killing their victims in Anambra State. For instance, there is one day that one could not hear of worrisome activities of the Fulani herdsmen. Last 10 weeks in Awka, North local government area, of lamented the destruction of their farmlands by herdsmen, which they said had become a daily occurrence. What is going on? What is actually going on in this country? Why can't somebody have peace, as in for one day, without hearing like a worrisome news concerning these herdsmen? Or is it that these cows that they are rearing are much more important than human lives that they are damaging? What is it with these herdsmen? Why is it that the government value them and their cow very, very importantly more than human lives? It is reported day in, day out how these people are dealt with people in their own hometown, how they kill, rape, and destroy farmlands belonging to indigenous people of a particular community. It is too bad that after all this news, after all this saying, after all these lamentations, the government seems to be doing nothing about it. Some people have gone helpless as in the matter of the herdsmen. They don't know what to do anymore. Some of these herdsmen are heavily armed and ready for destruction, and government is not doing anything about it. For how long will this lamentation continue in the society? For how long will people keep crying out? For how long will people keep lamenting for the activities of the herdsmen in the southeast and all over Nigeria? They have dominated some parts in Benue State. Now they are trying to do same in the east. Killing in Enugu, killing in Ebonyi State, killing in Imo State, and killing in Anambra State is becoming worrisome as it has turned out to become a daily activity by these herdsmen. What is going on? Why is the government not saying anything about this? Ohaneze Ndigbo, where are you people? Where are you? You are already preparing for 2023 presidential election, while your people are dying on a daily basis because of these herdsmen. Are they even herdsmen or terrorists? The people that kills and chase people away from their property, what do you call them? So you see how bad the situation is turning, because almost they cannot, they say every day it has become a daily occurrence of these people. He said that last 10 weeks that as in it has been the news that everybody is carrying. Former chairman of Okanot local government area, Chief Shedrack, said the action of the herdsmen maners in the area had led to astronomical rise in the price of agricultural produce, which is the main source of income of his people. The herdsmen had left many families in pitiable situation as the source of livelihood, which is their farmland, has been totally destroyed. So how will all these people survive? It is unfortunate. The unfortunate thing is that the herdsmen alleged that they reached an agreement with their host communities, which allowed them to operate in any community as they like. Can you imagine that? What kind of agreement will you reach that they will empower you to take human lives, to take properties that belong to destroy properties that belongs to people? What kind of agreement is that? When you confront the herdsmen, they will tell you that they have settled the leaders of the community. Our leaders are not happy about the situation, but the leadership of the community appears to have been settled by the herdsmen. How? President General of Ebenebe in Okanot, Mr. Paul Nnatoanya, lamented that the in inordinate activities of Fulani herdsmen had become very worrisome, claiming that between September last year and now, farmers in the community had lost over 100 millions of naira to these herdsmen. Herdsmen are destroying our farmlands with reckless reckless abandon. All the town in Okanot are not spared from their dastardly act. They even come to graze their cattle in people's houses, and when you tell them to move, they will be looking at you as if you are talking to the cows, he said. It's so bad. And in other words, as in the Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese in Anambra State, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, the activities of the herdsmen whose cattle destroys farmlands were undermining food production in the country, describing the killer herdsmen as a big threat capable of increasing hunger in the country. According to him, we condemn the killing and harassment of innocent citizens in their farms in some agro communities across the country. Some of them are now scared of going to their farms to avoid being murdered by killer herdsmen. We all know the economic implication of not having farm produce, which is that the prices of food items will increase and hunger will become the order of the day. I call upon the federal government to rise to the occasion and put a stop to all forms of killings of innocent citizens in the country, including those who go to farm to produce food for our people, he said. Igbos in diaspora are also worried about the activities of the herders. The union said the killing of Igbo citizens by herdsmen had become routine and urged the governors of Southeast to do something to end the ugly incident. To reduce the friction between the Fulani herdsmen and the community, Governor Willie Obiano set up a joint security task force headed by Commissioner of Police to ensure that the herders and their host communities live in harmony. Part of the agreement was that crops destroyed by the herders should be assessed and paid for, just as the people should pay for cows lost in questionable circumstances. With that arrangement, there has been peace in the various communities despite the increasing complaints by farmers on the activities of the herders. Also lamenting the situation, Bishop Henry Okeke of Mbamili Diocese of Anglican Communion expressed worry over the alarming spate of killing by herdsmen and called on the federal government of Nigeria to set up action in securing the country. Bishop Okeke said that Anambra West community, predominantly farmers, are the food basket of the state and by extension providing food to neighboring states of Delta, particularly Asaba, Imo and Enugu. Had their settlement attacked by herdsmen in January this year and left some people dead and others sustained injuries. He particularly expressed fear over killings, attack and sacking of communities by strangers pretending to be herdsmen while killing and destroying people's farmland. This is too bad. For how long will this society continue to suffer helplessly in the hand of these herdsmen? Since the society is helpless, who then is empowering these people? Are these people actually Nigerians or like they are foreigners? Who is sponsoring them? They cannot be doing all these things and be going scot-free on their own. That means there is something that is fishing that people, as in, we have not laid our fingers on. Till then, let's keep our fingers crossed and pray that all these menaces will stop. Let me hear your own view in the comment section. Thank you for watching and bye for now.